What up? What up?
What's going on with it, man?
Man, what's good? What's good, man? We back in this building.
Back with the ski mask, I see.
Hey, everything we winning. Why not keep up the tradition? We're 3-1. We're loving how we're playing right now. You guys can relate. You guys did in a remarkable fashion. So,
Yes, sir. You know it.
That I think that was much needed for both teams to be at this stage of the season where we are.
That was there.
What up, Marv? Marv in the building. Before we get started, man, we started a couple minutes late, but we have people in here waiting since the 1 minute mark 15 minutes ago. What up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe?
Mel?
What up, Mel?
What up?
What up, Leisha? They always waiting on us to come in. You know, we got a steady crew. We appreciate y'all for stopping by every week, as y'all do. Oh, yeah. The ski mask is staying long. We stay productive and keep winning. It's going to stay here. Shout out to the boy CJ Gardner-Johnson who started a trend. You know, unfortunately, he's hurt. So we're keeping his tradition alive.
Yes, sir.
We used to wear paper bags. Now we're putting the ski mask and we taking dubs. You know what I'm talking about?
The ski mask way.
I'm hyped today. So let's get right into it, man. It's a busy week. The NBA, dropping news on us again. Everybody knew about the Dame trade to the Bucks. I can't remember if we talked about that last week, but we can talk about it now. It's a whole new week. What are your thoughts about that happening like it did and how it impacts the Eastern Conference?
Oh, it's going to impact the East. It's definitely going to impact the East. No matter what you feel about Dame, no matter what you feel about Giannis, them two together, that's a nasty duo. That's a hell of a duo. I see the Milwaukee Bucks I see them boys taking over the East definitely. And then the fact that they was able to keep Middleton, and a lot of people sleep on Middleton. You know what I'm saying? He's been up and down kind of recently, but you know what I'm saying. Now that they was able to keep Middleton in that trade, that's big for them. They got a nice trio actually. So I expect big things from the Milwaukee Bucks, man. It's good for a small market team too, by the way. So shout out Milwaukee.
Yeah, I think that Milwaukee Bucks obviously are going to be the favorite. Anytime you got that type of scoring combination between Giannis and Dame time, it's going to be tough to put them out. And then Giannis should have a much easier time because defenses won't be able to sit there and just build the wall. Because if
Right.
you do that, then that means Dame time, he's got unlimited range, so he's gonna do what he do. So if they don't make no noise, I'll be disappointed. And it's kind of important that they do make some noise because Giannis is about them rings. And if they don't make a deep enough run, he's still gonna be looking at that exit door.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. The East has definitely been shaking up. We all know that Dame, first pick was to go to the Miami Heat, but as these trades go, most teams will never, very rarely get the first pick they go to, but the best return they can get. And fortunately for all three teams, you had third team jump in to where you had DeAndre Ayton shipped off, you had Drew Holiday shipped off. You get Holiday shipped off, but you get back Dame. So yeah, Dame. Yeah, we'll get to the Drew part twice. We'll get to the Drew part next. But yeah, speaking of that, go ahead and talk about it. Drew gets sent to Portland. We think that's going to be a 1-2 punch with him and Aiden, but no, he shipped to the Celtics. And I think that helps them a lot. Them losing Marcus Smart, the defensive dog. Now you get defensive dog and a guy who can give you maybe 18, 17 a game, which helps them out tremendously. What do you guys think about that? Him going to the Celtics.
I would have loved this trade a whole lot if the Celtics were able to keep Robert Williams in that trade.
Yeah.
The fact that they gave up Robert Williams, man, that's tough. I guess they felt like they had to outbid other teams to get Drew. Don't get me wrong, I love Drew. Drew is probably one of the top perimeter defenders in the NBA. It's underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it. But at the same time, to lose a big like Robert Williams, that's tough. That's tough. He goes to Portland. It's crazy how this is Aiden and Robert Williams together. That's a nasty like two bigs right there for you out there in Portland. But they had to replace Marcus Smart, obviously, and believe they expect to do that with Drew Holiday. So we'll see.
I don't like it. I'm gonna tell y'all why. There's no knock on Drew, but it's what like Trill said, it's what they give up. You give up interior defense, you give up rebounds. So he's an elite shot blocker. He's your energy guy. You can lob it up to him. He gets you those energy plays. And so basically what you do is now you shore up your perimeter defense, but your interior takes a hit. So it's like, and from an NBA standpoint, I'd rather be tougher inside than outside. The game is played inside out. I know a lot of teams take a lot of threes and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, playoffs, it's going to be about getting buckets at the rim, and you hurt yourself in the interior. So it's too big of a trade off for me. So I don't like it from that standpoint.
And I guess they feel like KP is going to carry a lot of that load. I mean, KP is capable, but he has to stay healthy. He has to be on the court. Yeah. But I believe they think KP is going to carry that load there in that void that they lost with Robert Williams.
Yeah, I definitely forget about KP being on that team. That makes me like it even more. I mean, yeah, you're losing a defensive dog, defensive rebounder, specialist in Williams, but you get back to Drew Holiday who can stop the guard after losing your best defender, perimeter defender, and lockdown defender. So, I mean, it's a plus for them. Like you said, you got KP. You still got some other guys who can help out with the boards to avoid. But I mean, you got a young defensive guy like Williams. Whew, I don't know if that's going to bite him in the end when it comes to the crunch time, defensive time in the playoffs. We'll see. As far as what Portland is doing, I mean, I understand. I mean, I don't foresee Williams and Aiden being. Oh, I for sure think Aiden will be there. I mean, they throwing him out like he's a star attraction of the team. So I don't know how long Williams will be there. Maybe it's, another trade offer come through. I just can't see that front court being together. I mean, Aiden has a little bit of a jump shot.
Yeah.
You got essentially the same guys. One just better rebound than the other. I mean, maybe not. They're not playing to win right now. You're seeing what you got with the young guys, Scoot, Simons, and those guys. So I mean, maybe they're just seeing what we got this year. They probably look like, hey, this year's a wash. We lose our franchise player. We got some young guys coming up in the future. So maybe it's just to see what we got kind of thing for Portland. They had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If they get in the playoffs, that's a plus. If they don't, they know what they was getting themselves into.
They got some nice building blocks, I will say.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely got some nice building blocks.
What's up, Mateo? New face in here.
Hey, real quick, man. That's my brother right there, man. Shout out to my boy Matt Fred, man. We do fantasy football together, man. He's been taking a lot of L's here recently, but we talked earlier. I think he said he's gonna bounce back, so we'll see. But yeah, man, we play high school football together, man. That's my boy, man. That's my brother, man. Sam Houston all day, man. Shout out to my boy Matt, for real.
All right, that's what's up. What's up?
I see Visible Sister up in here.
Oh yeah, sister, wifey, what's up, wifey? My sister up here. Thank you guys for showing up. Moan as usual. What's up, y'all?
What up, Mom?
Yeah, the Blue Bandit. His mask. Yeah, his mask is hot too. Ain't gonna be here too much longer. I guess. All right. So we gonna move on. I think that was all the basketball. Oh yeah, well now we can do that. We'll say that. We'll say that. We got a lot of football to talk about. We can get right in the NFL, man.
Let's get to it.
Man, what's going on with Cincy, man? Joe Burrow said he's the healthiest he's ever felt. He's on my fantasy team, so I take this personal. I don't know. I mean, every week is like, all right, this would be the week, and he gives me a career low of 3 points this past Sunday.
I think that's cap Viz. I think he just don't want to put on to. He's still feeling some type of way about that calf industry, injury, and him going out there and playing not at 100% is starting to break down and deteriorate. Chemistry between him and his star receiver Chase, man. I mean, anytime you got your star receiver out there talking about I'm always open and visibly just upset, it's something going on there. And I know the Bengals typically start off slow. Like last year it was 0-2, but they still made the playoffs. I wasn't afraid until I seen them, bite 4 in a row. So it's definitely something going on there. I'm sure it'll roll out sooner than later, but it's definitely something going on there.
What do you feel like what do you feel like is going on though, Mar?
I mean, like I said, I think Joe Burrow is protecting his injury and trying to hide from it and trying to say that he's healthy, but when he's not, and it's taking a toll on their offense. And now you got turmoil in the locker room.
But what do you gain by hiding that? I mean, what's the gain from that?
Joe Burrow has been hurt before, so obviously he probably don't want to come off the field. And he probably want to stay out there and prove himself. But I mean, some guys just got that chip on their shoulder where they can't sit down. You know what I'm saying? When they should.
I mean, yeah, but if you're a competitor, I mean, I feel what you're saying. I just don't see no gain. If you hurt, don't play hurt. Now you put your team at risk. Now you won. You're looking terrible. But we talking about right now. You talking about your boy Mateo. He got on fantasy team. I mean, it's not about fantasy, but we see it because firsthand because he's on our team. And Kyrie's talking about shout out to Kyrie. He got the receivers on his fantasy team. So you got Jamar Chase, who's the number 1 receiver in the league, not getting touches. Now he's screaming if I'm throw me the damn ball, basically. And you can't keep blaming the line. At some point, you gotta look at yourself and say, you know what, it's me. I'm hurt. Take some weeks off. Nobody, you won't get shamed for it. We know what you are when you're capable of being the best and being healthy. So there's no shame in it. I know it's all about I gotta be out there for my team, but you hurt them more.
I think when him receiving that recent big contract too, I think he felt the pressure. He felt like he had to go out there and play, and like you said, prove himself.
But pressure from who? I mean, I don't think none of us regular Joes were like, all right, well, we know we seen him with that horrible offensive line take him to the Super Bowl. So I don't think, hey, sometimes like you said, put the team, you hurt the team, put the pride aside. The team understand, your fellas understand, but now you're out there doing what you're doing, you look even worse. Now you
Yeah.
say healthy, feeling no pain. Now you seeing ghosts? Are you turning into Zach Wilson? That's what it's seeming. That now you're a laughing stock.
And what exactly is his injury? It's his calf, right? I
Yeah,
think he messed his calf up. Yeah, you need to take that serious because look at Aaron Rodgers, same situation. He had earlier last year, he had calf injuries, and then you see what happened to him in the first game of the year. Messed his Achilles up. So
yep.
you got to think long term. You got to think long term, man.
I mean, good thing for them. Maybe they can bounce back against the Cardinals this weekend. I mean, it's a good way to test where you are. They're not a great team. They got a dub, but I mean, they're both 1-3. So I mean, after this week, I don't know about you, Mateo. I think I'm gonna give him one more week because I'm like, if not him, then who? I've been looking down that wireless. It's one guy I'm thinking about. He's still on there. I may pull the trigger on that. I'll keep that to myself though. He said feeling the pressure. He hurt himself. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like you said, that could lead to Achilles, and that's real. We're seeing guys going out for that more and more, especially the way these guys are getting tackled. Yeah, seeing spirits. See,
You got to think about it though. You get that big contract, man.
I feel you.
You want to go out there and prove your worth. And I felt like that's the pressure that I speak of. You know what I'm saying? Like he's hurt. He know he's hurt, but you just got this big extension, this contract. You want to go out there and prove your worth. You want to go out there and ball out. But unfortunately, while you're in the process, you're hurting the team. So
Very much so. All right, we talk about a team that's struggling to a team that's since week one has looked like world beaters. Talking about the Bills, man. They look at dominant. It looked like the team we thought they was going to be before week one. Week one, they had that blunder and they got their bus whooped, and ever since then, they ain't looked back. I mean, dominating fashion. I mean, they lost week one against, who they lose to? The Jets, week one. Next week, 38-10 Raiders, 37-3 Commanders, 48-20 Dolphins. I mean, not only did they stopping people on offense, but they're scoring like crazy. I mean, they had some tough luck losing to what's his name, White, for the rest
yeah.
of the year with
It's like
his injury, which is injuries continue to hurt the league, man. Star players. Uh, what you guys take on the Bills and how they're looking, man? They're looking like AFC champs.
I mean, it look good right now, but we got to see it in the playoffs.
Yeah,
We got to see Josh Allen actually be a real starting quarterback. In the playoffs. He has yet to do that. If you look at his playoff wins, they're against backups. So my thing is the Bills, we're not surprised. This is what they do. They score a lot of points. They're at the top of the AFC a lot, but you gotta do it in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen, you can't turn the ball over in the red zone. You know what I'm saying, when playoffs come. So it looked good right now, but I want to see it in the playoffs.
um right now, I mean, they looking like the favorites. I mean, when you look at the teams who are out there, who you would think would compete against them, you think of Kansas City Chiefs, you think of the Dolphins, who they have already beat. You think of the Ravens, who, I mean, they seem like they just can't. Their offense ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they look like the team to beat. But like you said, historically, under Josh Allen, I mean, they just don't seem to have it when it comes down to that AFC Championship game. They can get there, but they just haven't gotten over that hump to get to a Super Bowl yet. So, um, what I like to see from Josh Allen is him controlling turnovers. If he can do that and carry that into the postseason, I feel better about their chances. But we're gonna see because I mean, the last couple of years he's been leading the league in interceptions. So we just got to see how that plays out. But right now they look good and they look pretty dominant, as the title says, and we're just gonna see where they go from here. I mean, and then that injury to White that doesn't
That's
help
gonna
it.
hurt.
I think they got plenty over there on that roster to get the job done still.
yeah. Him going down is just like you said. The list of the stars going down is hurting the league, hurting not hurting the league, but you want to see the best players out there. And but in playing devil's advocate, now the next man step up. We can find the next big star amongst these injuries. I just hate to see it. Yeah, what they did with the Dolphins was crazy. The Dolphins came in with the number one scoring offense, and they put some points up. But when you put pressure on them boys like that, that speed don't mean nothing when you get that pressure on that quarterback. And so they just had their number every step of the way. The Dolphins, just couldn't overcome. And then you couldn't stop them from scoring. Now you're exposing the Dolphins defense. And man, they look good. But like you said, it all comes down for them. Their goal is like a lot of these big teams we talk about is AFC Championship game, which seems to be their their kryptonite. All right, from the Dolphins, we're gonna go ahead, man. So we were talking about earlier for the season, and I know I said it before. I was guilty of it. We were talking about these Ohio State quarterbacks, namely, well, him too. I was saying I wasn't a believer. It's still early. It's 4 games. We're not saying he's the MVP, but right now this guy's looking pretty good. I was worried about, I thought he'd just be an average quarterback, but he's pretty good. I mean, he got them 2-2. A team whose best weapon was taken from them at the beginning of the year, but he's making other stars, making good repetition with these other guys that lesser name guys that the average Joe wouldn't know. They're 2-2. He's 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns, no picks. He's up there top 3, top 4 in sacks. It's just because the team is bad when it comes to far as before we thought they were bad. They still, you won't pick them to win a Super Bowl, but the offensive line isn't all the way there. But what you got to think about CJ Stroud so far, man? I mean,
It's to me, I'm most impressed with his ability to protect that football. I mean, coming in as a rookie, an Ohio State rookie quarterback, and protecting that ball. He's got over 150 passes with no interceptions. That's tough. I mean, I think that's the record now. I think
yeah,
he set the record. So that's impressive. Um, but and I mean, he's got his weapons out there, and he's I guess making good reads and protecting that football. So it speaks to the quarterback that he is. I hope that he can keep it up, and that the early praises don't go to his head too much. And because Ohio State quarterbacks gotta, to me, they gotta prove it to me. You know what I'm saying? Before I, you know, do anything or herald any large praises upon them. So, I mean, right now I'm just looking at him like, yeah, can you prove it the whole season? It looks fine now, but can you prove it?
Yeah, CJ look good, man. I mean, if we had to get that award out right now, it goes to CJ by a long shot. I mean, the other quarterbacks really ain't looking too good like CJ. One thing I love that Houston is calling plays to his strengths.
mm-hmm.
They're letting him get comfortable, something that we talked about that should be done with Justin Fields, but that's a whole nother conversation. But he's spreading it around. He got, lower tier players balling out. You know what I'm saying? The receiver core he got. I mean, if you look at it on paper, it's really nobody, but the boys out there balling for him out there in Houston, man. But yeah, right now, CJ definitely will be rookie of the year. Like you said, Marv, he just got to continue to do it for the rest of the year. It's still early. You know what I'm saying? It's still super early right now. But yeah, man, he's looking good though. Right now, he looking hella good right now. I read a story the other day that he has pretty much the whole team come by his house. They chill. You know what I'm saying? And that's stuff like that builds chemistry.
Yeah.
And you go out there and you play for somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to CJ, man.
And like Zoe said, man, you got Nico Collins looking like a number one receiver. They got the other guy, what's his name, Michi, doing his thing, coming back. I like him. Mara said they got to make you a believer. Hey, they're 2-2. They're tied for first place in the division right now. The whole division is 2-2, but they're tied for first place. So I mean, that says a lot about the Tennessees, who they are who we thought we are, and Indy 2-2 lead division because of division games, and then we got Jacksonville. So that could be a fun race to the end with those young
Yeah.
quarterbacks over there. And then you got Tannehill, who, uh, yeah, Tannehill. Yeah, Tank Dell, yeah, Michi and
Same deal.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I don't know if you
Uh,
have this in the cards or not, but who saw Tennessee beating up on them like that?
beat up who on who?
Uh, was it the Browns they played this past week?
No, the Browns just won. So now you asking questions we weren't prepared for. I can look it up real quick. But yeah, I mean,
Somebody put it in the chat. I'm sure.
Tennessee. Well, I just know Tennessee just got a good dub. They beat somebody real good.
I want to say they beat the Chargers. Oh, Bengals. Duh.
The Bengals. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. They whooped the
I
27.
said the Browns, but it was the Bengals. My
Yeah,
bad.
it was one of those Ohio teams.
Yeah,
Browns did. You know what? The Browns did lose almost the same amount of points. They lost to the Ravens, 28-3. So I mean, same state, same result. Um, well, shout out my homie, man. He's a Browns fan, man. He be going through it every week, man. He don't know what to do with. We don't know what to do, man. One week he's the best player, the best fan in the world. Next week, man, cut everybody, cut the whole team.
they talking. Watson might be hurt too. Now, if Watson went down and Chubbs is obviously out for the season, that's going to be a tough season for the Browns.
For Chubb being out, not that worried. I like that rookie, or I don't know if he's a rookie, but the one that had when he first left, and then they brought back Kareem Hunt. I'm not worried about the running game. Well, I mean, based on that score, you probably should be, but yeah, losing Watson that'll hurt tremendously. Um, Are we on to a guy, man, that we all made for? Well, I made fun of him. I didn't think this was going to be what he was, but man, has Baker Mayfield found his home in Tampa Bay? It's early. Everything we putting on here, I'm putting it with an asterisk. It's 4 games in, but
First quarter,
first quarter of the season, they're going to adjust. They had more division games to play. But I'm talking about as of right now, the guy is throwing, little under 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 picks, quarterback rating 101. I mean, would when do y'all expect them to be 3-1 as of right now with Baker Mayfield as the quarterback?
I mean, you wouldn't expect that. I wouldn't have came into the season telling you that Baker Mayfield was gonna be doing what he's doing. He gonna be plus 100 on QBR. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wouldn't. It didn't seem like it. The way his career has been going. Uh, but to his credit, he went to the Buccaneers team and he's down there and he's getting the job done. He's taking care of the football,
Yeah.
and he's helping them get off to a good start. And a division that me personally, I picked Atlanta to win that division, but he's looking like, hey, we out here trying to make a case for the Bucks. We on a come up this year, and that would just be very interesting if that was the case. So I'm gonna say shout out to Baker. If he can, it's early, like you said, all of this is early on, first quarter type of stuff. But if they could keep at pace, they're gonna be a playoff team.
Anywho, shout out Baker though. Honestly, I don't know. I just feel like I could be completely wrong, but this is just my theory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like the Bucks front office is satisfied right now. I feel like the rookies that are coming out this coming year, this quarterback draft is going to be deep. And if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm probably looking at one of them quarterbacks that's up and coming. This year's coming draft. They look good right now, though. You know what I'm saying? They 3-1. Baker is playing his ass off. Mike Evans looks like the old Mike Evans. He's older now, but he's still doing his thing. But I don't know. I just feel like if the opportunity comes for them to upgrade quarterback, whether that be via trade in the offseason or in the draft, I feel like they're going to take that opportunity and try to upgrade that position. But like we said, it is early. He can go out there and get them boys to the playoffs. Then you really got a decision to make. But we'll see, man. I hope he keeps playing well.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted on that. I mean, of course, if a quarterback that you want lands in that spot, you take him because he's not the youngest guy in the world. But if he continues his rate, you don't have to rush. It could be a one hit wonder kind of thing. It could be a Fitzmagic kind of thing. But I mean, they're looking good. He's not turning the ball over, which is one of the things. And him being a smaller guy, uh, he said no matter who they have a quarterback. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, I mean
Yeah,
yeah, that team's looking definitely gonna look for a rebound. They got a lot of older guys on that team, so eventually they're gonna have to make some changes. But as of right now, they fun to watch. They got a big test in 2 weeks. They got a bye week this week, and then they got the Lions coming there. So that'd be a big test for them. Of course, the Lions got the Panthers this week. On three Panthers this week. Uh, so that could be a test for them. Really see where they at. But I mean, yeah, because they beat the Vikings, they beat the Bears, and they beat the Saints. So I mean, no real big challenges for him as of yet. But we'll see. I mean, I like the fact that he's not worried about his job as of right now. When you talking about Baker Mayfield, first quarter of the season, looking like okay, maybe he belongs. Um, the Chiefs get bailed out the other night. We all saw the play. We all saw the Sauce Gardner play. Um, a lot of I, I'm conflicted because a lot of times the refs and those in that atmosphere in that part of the game, you kind of swallow the whistle, right? You kind of it wasn't like it was a full blown hold. He didn't grab him, pull him down. He tugged his dick, but they've been fighting all game. A lot of stuff was let go, um, and the change the trajectory the last of the game. I mean, that could have been got the field. Who knows what Jets could have done, but it didn't get the opportunity because of that play. Uh, what do you guys take on that particular play, and then the way the Jets actually fought against, you know, Pat Mahomes and the boys?
Well,
they definitely got bailed out. Um, I mean, if you look at that replay, that referee did not throw that flag until the turnover came. In a situation like that, if it's truly, a holding call, you call it, as soon as you see it. But why are you throwing the flag right after they turn the ball over? But yeah, I mean, they got bailed out, man. That was a big play. Um, I hate that it came down to a whistle like that. Because I mean, the Jets needed that, man. Like, you just got to think about what that could have done, for them in that locker room. They've been struggling here recently. But let's say if Zach Wilson went out there and that call isn't made, and then Zach Wilson and the Jets win that game, that could turn their whole season around. So it was a big call, man, and I hate that it came down to that. But yeah, the Chiefs got bailed out, man.
the Chiefs definitely got bailed out. It's just my take that the NFL has stock in this whole Kelsey
Oh my
and,
god!
and Taylor Swift thing. They got to push this whole machine. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely got helped out. They got bailed out. And I mean, you know, it's crazy that Zach Wilson turning the ball over wasn't enough. You would have thought that was the nail in the coffin. But
Yeah,
but the Jets, that defense is so tough that it took the referees to bail them out to get them out that game.
yeah,
So when you look at it, it's like they probably got a little love from the league because the league they need that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got Taylor Swift pushing jersey sales and all this extra hype and everything else, like they can't lose to a team without Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like they just can't. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good look for the Chiefs. So they got a little help, they got a little boost, but I'm proud of the Jets. They went out like some dogs. You know what I'm saying? They fought to the end. And that just lets you know how tough that defense is, man. They took a defending championship team to the last whistle. You know what I'm saying? So they for real. And if they had a better quarterback, they'd be looking a lot better.
Man, And shout out to Zach Wilson, man. I mean, that fumble was unfortunate, but before then, he was outplaying Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
outplaying him. And I know he hearing the whispers, he's hearing the talk, he's hearing everything. Oh man, he's a bum. Where's Aaron Rodgers at? And he had the game that he finally was supposed to have, and and he got turned over like that. Unfortunately for him, because Pat Mahomes had a miserable game, 18 for 30, a touchdown, 2 picks. Just the defense of that Jets is just so great, and so amazing that it took for a ref flag to determine that game. So I would love to see the Jets have the opportunity, but it's fate will go for the Chiefs. And I'm so sick of the whole Taylor Swift thing. And I don't care if you're a fan of her or not. Why it seems like every time the Chiefs play now, it's like a Super Bowl appearance because you see they talk about her, talk about them. Now he's a commercial. You're seeing him everywhere. It's annoying. NFL, you're $1 billion company. You didn't need Taylor Swift messing up our Sundays. Where every time I watch the Red Zone and they throw the Chiefs on there, I gotta see Taylor Swift next to the Kelsey mama. All right, I'm sick of it. Look at me, NFL. I'm sick of it. We don't need this. We had this was the Super Bowl for.
They're gonna make you take your mask off, man.
It's funny because in fantasy football, if you go to Travis Kelsey's like his bio, his page or whatever, it's not even a picture of him. It's Taylor Swift now. It's crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah,
it's wild.
NFL, you didn't need it. That's now you're just being greedy. You're being greedy. Nah, man, but I hate it for the Jets, man. I hate it for their coach. Every time you see a picture on the sideline, man, you see the picture, you see the clips from him from Hard Knocks, from Aaron Rodgers high five and joking. You see him now. It's like night and day, and I hate that for him because there's so much promise, and that one injury is it turned into. She said, Mel said that's how they felt. Yeah. Oh wow, that's interesting. That's an interesting take. Yeah. You can say that. That's a good take. They were tired about the Black Lives Matter with Kaepernick and all that to get off TV. Well hell, I'm mad at this. We got Black Lives Matter. We got Taylor Swift Lives Matter. I guess. Sorry. I want football, man. I want to see Taylor Swift, man. I don't want to see every time.
Right. I don't want to see this, you know what I'm saying? This narrow ass drunk white woman.
Oh wow! Whoa! Hold on. Now we're not gonna do that to American pressure like that. Now hold on. Hold your horse now, Marv.
Hey, man.
You trying to get us canceled? You don't talk
Hey, you're late, buddy. You're late, buddy.
Kirby thing.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to see olive oil. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on now, Marv. The views of Marv is Marv's alone, not the views of SCD podcast.
Hey, it could be the Costa talking, but hey, I'm telling the truth.
Hey, Nuso.
Hey.
It's funny how you came in. We talking about the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, man. Hey, Chiefs definitely got bailed out, man. There was some funny stuff going on in that game, man. It was some funny stuff going on. Look, when I first seen that Sauce Gardner play with the defensive holding that was picked off, I went back and looked at it again. It was a ticky-tack call. It was a ticky-tack call. And then
call it how you see it, Nucho.
The ref didn't throw the flag to down there after the
interception.
Yeah, so man, and then not only that, the other play where Pat Mahomes ran for about 22 yards and number 11 is clearly getting held. Man, there's a lot of funny stuff going on, man. I think they definitely got bailed out. As a Chiefs fan, they still feel good about it, but that Jets defense is for real. That defense is definitely for real, and it almost makes you think how that game would have turned out if Aaron Rodgers would have played. Because Zach Wilson was a throwaway from completing that upset. So, yeah, man.
Hey,
and I'm tired of Taylor Swift, man. I know we all are.
I think his jersey says went up 400%, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it went up 400%. Drop you talking about?
Yeah, it didn't drop at all.
Yeah.
All the other people are wearing the Kelsey jerseys.
And Kelsey definitely benefiting from it because during the games now, you're gonna see a Travis Kelsey commercial.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely winning, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he winning on and off the field, apparently. Uh, hey man, let's talk about this debacle we saw Monday night. Jesus Christ. Hey man,
That was
I saw
Not Vanilla Vic.
I saw who was that I
he
saw, man.
need to stop. He ain't nothing like Vic.
Oh no, they say it was Vanilla Vic when he's running for first downs. They Vanilla Vic. But no, man, that and can you okay, first of all, is he to blame or is the team that's built the blame?
I mean, his 2 picks didn't help. I'm just saying, when you turn the ball over
Ability to
in NFL, you're going to lose games. So, I don't think he threw a touchdown pass. He had 2 picks. I mean, it's not looking good for him out there, man. He just got that contract as well. So, I mean, the Giants got to look themselves in the mirror. Their front office got to look themselves in the mirror like, did we make a mistake here?
definitely made a
I
mistake.
also feel like at some point, like we talked about with Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, upgrading their position at some point, I feel like they also need to do the same as well. You want to compete in the NFC, especially in the NFC East,
Mhm.
you need a quarterback, and Daniel
Yeah.
Jones is not it.
Not it, man. Daniel Jones definitely has been disappointing, and I hate that. He got paid. I mean, let's think about that playoff game again. He had a decent, good game against the Minnesota Vikings, who had one of the worst defense last year. And the dude got paid money off of that. I think the Giants are definitely taking a hard look in the mirror. How do you get out of this without being in the negative? This is one of those things that you're just going to have to bite the bullet on if you really want to get rid of him. He's not that guy. I don't see him getting any better. He's been the same guy his whole career. High turnovers. So it's really on the Giants. They're gonna have to swallow that pill. And that's sad. Yeah, offensive line is pretty trash, but the Giants been drafting for that line. They got 2 first-round picks up there on that offensive line.
Yeah.
Both of those tackles, and they still not getting no production from them. So it's gonna be tough. I would like to see what the Giants do going forward. I mean, could we possibly see Tyrod Taylor this year? Do y'all think Daniel Jones will get benched? Can we see Tyrod? I feel like Tyrod will get his offense a lot more, a better chance to win. I do.
I let y'all finish. I'm gonna say it real quick. So I don't lose my thought. I saw was it Shannon Sharp or Stephen A. Smith saying he can't bench. This coach went to bat for Daniel Jones to help him get that contract. He was one of the first ones to say, and went to the owner and said, "Oh, this man needs to be paid." And I think he got paid based off Saquon being healthy last year and put the team on his back. And,
Yeah.
and Daniel Jones,
And they're not shit without him, as we see.
now he's not playing. Now Daniel Jones is rushing for 66 yards because
Right.
their running game is gone because you don't have the greatness of Saquon Barkley.
Right.
I just want to say that before I lose that thought. It was there. I saw.
No, you're right.
I was going to say this to Nucho, but if you upgrade, if you're in New York and you want to shop Daniel Jones, how do you get rid of him? He's signed to a bad contract. He's not worth it. How do you get rid of him and get anything in return? What, you gonna get a 6, a 7 for him? Like he's garbage. And then you just paid him all this money.
Yeah.
I mean, the Giants have done this to themselves.
Right.
They done this to themselves when they drafted him.
Right.
What you listening to Eli Manning because he had some relationship with this kid? Did you not evaluate this kid at all? He didn't do anything at Duke
Right.
to deserve to be picked as high as he was in the first place.
Right.
This is organizational fault. And I ain't sugarcoating that. I ain't looking at nobody but that organization.
Right.
They are to blame, and they reap what they sow, and they're gonna have to deal with it.
Now, I will agree with Mateo on one thing because it reminded me of Stafford in his early years when Stafford was losing a lot of games. It was one of his. We would say, "Oh, it wasn't his fault." And the same thing, no stability. He went through multiple head coaches, multiple offensive coordinators.
Right.
I mean, he had Calvin Johnson, but towards the end of Calvin Johnson, he had him injuries. He put the team on his back. And then, when you deal with a franchise like we felt like, me and Marv can speak to this, having a losing franchise, and that mentality sinks in. And this is from a Giants team who's won Super Bowls within the last 10 to 15 years. You talk about a team like the Lions who hasn't won anything, and it sucks not have the organizational backup. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, did you scout this guy? Did you know what you was doing when you drafted? And then the head coach, you put your name on this. Is you the first one to the owners like I want this guy? Well, wait a minute. Before last season, before Saquon was back fully healthy, what did he do? Now Saquon's hurt. What is he doing? This guy's thrown 2 touchdowns, 6 picks in 4 games.
That's trash.
Yeah.
That's the definition of abysmal. Like that is trash.
Nah, Tyrod to give you more production than Daniel Jones right now. I guarantee you.
Wow, they're the same person.
No, they not.
Tyrod
is more careful with the football.
Tyrod probably knows when to run.
Tyrod is more careful with the football also.
He does not have that quarterback clock in his head like most quarterbacks. And it's a shame because he actually got wheels. He actually man got him at an 84, 85 speed. He got wheels. But the
last time Tyrod had a starting position, he only lost it because that doctor went a little bit too far with that needle. Hey, don't worry.
I remember that.
Tyrod is decent, man. Tyrod is decent.
That's still
he ain't been right since.
He ain't been right since. He ain't had a starting spot since.
Because he was starting to take somebody.
Seriously, man.
Yeah, Tyrod decent, man. He lost in the system.
Yeah. That doctor went a little too far. You're right about that.
Remember, it was Tyrod before Josh Allen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what. Yeah.
And also with the Giants, I mean, I don't want to say that they don't have weapons because I mean they did get the tight end. The receivers are pretty decent to me. Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, and also the fast kid out of Tennessee. Hyatt, Tennessee.
And don't forget about Darren Waller.
Right, man. So he got more weapons than most quarterbacks do. Most quarterbacks do. We got to see a little bit more from him.
He got weapons.
Them weapons don't matter if you ain't got no offensive line. So
that's true.
They got tough task ahead of them. They got the Dolphins next, then the Bills, then the Commanders, and the Jets. So, do you think within the next 3 games, if he keeps playing this way, do you see Tyrod Taylor starting? Coach throwing out his tablet. He looked frustrated. He didn't want to talk to his quarterback.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say maybe the second half of the season, but I'm gonna say no just because of the money they spent.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out my boy DeMarcus, man.
Me a little bit. This guy D Morris is a fool.
Oh my god.
I got off the hook last week. He on my ass this week.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's spot on right there.
They say he needs to start. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna talk to some positive news. The reason why I had this hot ski mask on. My boys, man, 3-1, took care of business Thursday night, won the Lambeau Field. It wasn't Aaron Rodgers, but it was your boy, Jordan Love. Took the dub.
Yeah.
Man, he looked real pedestrian. Hey, man, shout out to that defensive front seven, man. Oh, man.
Talk about, what was it, 1 first down the whole first half? Now, that's nasty defense.
Hey, we needed that dub. We needed that, man. So, I'll start with you, Mauro. How do you feel about the team going to 3-1 right now with the Panthers coming to town this Sunday?
Man, I'm excited. I'm pumped up. My guys is out there. They out there striking fear in people. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you take a NFL team at their house and don't allow them to pick up first downs,
talk about it.
Yards under 20 yards or something like that in the first half, like you out there going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you got guys that's just stepping up left and right. Guys who you didn't think was going to be impact players is out there just getting it in. You got Brian Branch going crazy. If they had to do the draft over right now, he'll be a first rounder. You know what I'm saying? So when you got guys going out there doing their job like that, same with Laporta. If you had to do that draft over again, he's a first rounder.
Whoa.
What you mean? Whoa.
Let
the man speak. Let the man speak.
I'm gonna give you some stats to back it.
Let's go.
Some stats. Let me give you some stats. So he's out here setting records. just like CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying, through the first 4 games with the most catches as a tight end for a rookie. On pace for 1,000 yards as a rookie tight end. You know what I'm saying? So he's out here.
I got that man in fantasy.
You know what I'm saying? He's out here doing his thing. So don't disrespect Laporta. Don't disrespect Branch. They out here. They on your ass. And the Lions is for real this year.
You see that confidence, Neutral?
Man, we love
that. They didn't have that confidence last season.
Well, we were Hey, hold on.
Now you talking shit now?
I had this confidence last year. The Lions messed it up last year. I had this same confidence last year. They messed it up by losing those games early, and then they showed y'all until the end of the season that they were who I expected them to be, but they just turned it on a little too late. Yeah. This year they got it right early. We 3-1. We should be 4-0. I'm gonna say it. Seahawks, if we had to see them again, they get their butt whooped.
It's over. And I admit, because last season I was on Campbell's head. I want him gone. I was overreacting. We start off on. We looked horrible on offense.
Can you put that comment up? Kyrie just said.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kyrie, bad timing. You already got his thoughts about him. You already got his thoughts about him. He come back a week early. We're gonna beat up
on my boy J-Mo back. I forgot about
we feeling good, man. I mean, they played good ball Thursday night. It's always tough going to Lambeau, no matter who the is. We lost to Matt Flynn. We lost to Brett Favre. We the reason why Matt Flynn got the $100 million contract. That's true. One game. So it felt good going to Lambeau and beating. I don't care who it was. But I love it, man. Shout out to David Montgomery. Golly, workhorse.
Hey, they ran the ball, bro. That's how you score him alone. Bro. They ran the ball. Montgomery did his thing.
Definitely ran the ball with authority.
Yeah, we love to see it, man. We said we got the Panthers coming in, man, and I hope it's gonna be that game. I hope it's gonna be that game where we
trap game.
I know.
Bryce Young due for a good game, man. He due for a good game eventually.
Yeah. Oh boy, Morris.
Hey, listen, I don't think it's a trap game only because we lost to them late last year, and they still thinking about that. Like, hey, we should have been in the playoffs if it wasn't for that game.
Where do y'all play home or away?
Home. Oh, they coming to Lions Den. Let's go. And we feasting on a little guy. But shout out to those guys, man. You know, we talk about these guys all the time. The Anzalonis of the world, the Campbells of the world. You know, the lighter tone guys who just make tackles, man. Who just make secure tackles.
How's my boy 44 Rodrigo? Where he at? How you doing?
He's somewhere on special team. But hey, man, he's there. He's there, man. He's still
We just need Rodrigo to get his strength up, man. You can't get ran over like that.
Hey, that's 2 years in a row. That's 2 years in a row with Rodrigo.
Hey, he be there. He's there first, so he stops the momentum and waits for everybody to help out.
I see Madden keeps it 100, man, because you can get trucked on Madden too.
But no, only thing I'm worried about is the rookie Branch, man. Like this 2 games in a row, he gets up limping, man. I'm worried about him. And he doesn't come out because he doesn't want to come out. But
right,
and he's a feisty rookie. I like our rookie. I like our team, man.
Y'all drafted well, man. I like what I'm seeing. Y'all implementing Campbell, getting him in there. He's a rookie. Campbell done made some big plays. Y'all last 2 years, y'all really haven't missed in that draft class. Y'all on the right road. Y'all definitely on the right road.
Shout out to that boy Jared Goff. I told y'all when y'all was crying about him last year and saying these negative things about him. I ain't saying you Viz. I was the one that kept saying, hey, that was Jared Goff, man.
And I was like, my thing was we didn't need to draft a quarterback. Jared Goff is capable of doing that until we get that guy that we have to get. But man. Shout out to the Lions, man. We feel good. The team is we always had a good fan base.
That would have been a great Van Der Esch replacement.
I mean, we didn't say he's an MVP, Morris. I mean, he's no Drew Brees. Gosh.
I like golf. I like golf, man. He's
How's he not shit though?
I like golf. Golf give me he give me Alex Smith vibes. Kansas City Alex Smith.
Oh,
He's a but golf could throw. I think golf could throw a lot better. Golf could throw a lot better.
I just need to turn on the interception. He's been on the interception streak.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that.
Yeah, he needed to out.
I like golf. Golf been holding it down.
I was becoming a fan, and then lately here he's just been throwing interception after interception. But the cool thing about him right now is though even though he throws these interceptions, the defense are covering up for him, holding teams to 3 points or no points, and then he's coming right back out there and going down the field and getting a touchdown after each interception. So he's showing a lot of mental toughness, staying with it. So it's a lot to like, but I mean, I'm still looking at him like, hey, he's a good quarterback. He just don't have that.
Yeah,
sizzle. You know, he just don't have that sizzle.
Right, and you know what? The beauty of the NFL is that you don't always have to have that sizzle to win. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of the NFL. Yeah, it's been a lot of quarterbacks that have won that didn't have that sizzle, but just had good teams. Yeah, y'all definitely in a good position.
But I mean, to think about it, he's a Super Bowl quarterback who's been to the playoffs, who gives us that mentality we didn't have before. Right. We didn't have a guy who was a leader who been in that area before. So for him to bring that knowledge and even though they got rid of him, they thought he was a problem. They won right after he left. But that's beside the point. Shout out to little homie Jay, man. Yeah, man, we're taking over this year, man.
And Jameson is coming back this week.
Jameson. Yeah, so we can shut this guy up. So our first play of the game will be a 60-yard pass to him. Watch.
From who? A trick play?
A triple reverse.
A 40-yard plus touchdown play.
End around.
He got a 98 speed. Why not?
Y'all think Jameson's gonna finish this season?
Yeah. Why would he finish the season? He's not hurt. He's hurt.
All right. I heard he getting them conies. I heard he in Detroit.
They're on 7 Mile, man.
What neighborhood is
it? 7 Mile, Kyrie.
What neighborhood is the Coney spot in?
Stay on 7 Mile.
What neighborhood is the Coney spot in?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Kyrie, where you see him at?
Everywhere inside the city. Outside the city is no more.
Go out to Southfield, get you a Coney, man. Go out
Kyrie, where you see him at? Tell me, man.
Anyway, man, we're gonna talk about. I'll let y'all have it now, man. We did our boasting and bragging. Go to the team who kicked some butt this weekend. Golly, I don't know if y'all more mad at Belichick. I don't know if y'all was mad at. I don't know who y'all mad at, but y'all destroyed them guys.
Yeah.
And shout out to Zeke, man. That was wrong what it did to him. Man, he didn't deserve that. He did not deserve that. He got teased, and they're like, "Nope, you're done."
Man, that was damn Jameson. That was a good win by the Cowboys, and it was fun. It was great, but as a true fan, I'm gonna honestly say I wasn't fully satisfied. It was a good win. The defense played great, but offensively, as a Cowboy fan, offensively, I wasn't really satisfied, man. I want to see more. Once again, red zone touchdowns, man. Now, defensively, we looked great. We tore them up. We had interceptions. Bland is filling in well for Trayvon Diggs. 2 picks, 1 turned into the house. Got pressure again, sacked them, fumbles. I'm happy with that. Offense, it still scares me. Tony Pollard hasn't had a big game yet. Dak was decent. He didn't throw no interceptions, but I think we was 1 for 6 in the red zone. So I want to see more from this Cowboys team, man. But I'm happy with the win. But I'm not satisfied. They left a lot. on the plate.
Yeah, I mean, same here, man. I was definitely happy with the defense. Of course, I feel like the defense went back to the drawing board this past week. If you notice, the run defense was a whole lot better. Everybody was saying Zeke was going to run all over us. He didn't really do much. The defense did his thing. It was like they boys were staying in their lanes this game, man. That Cardinals game, we was all over the place.
Right.
But this game, you seen the difference in the defense. Everybody was playing, doing their assignments and doing what they were supposed to do. I'm like Nucho. That offense, man, I'm just not satisfied with that offense. We just don't know what to do in that red zone. I don't know if it's the play calling, if it's McCarthy or what, but you gotta take advantage of that. When you in that red zone, you gotta put it in that end zone. We got a tough couple games coming up. You know what I'm saying? That involves the Niners, Chargers. You got to see them Eagles. Yeah. Hey, we get in the red zone in them games. You got to capitalize because if you don't, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. But yeah, man, Mac Jones, man. Hey, Mac Jones is horrible. I wasn't surprised by this game. I've been saying Mac Jones is horrible. We seen him get benched in the game. What quarterback you see that throws across the field? He did it like twice. First time, okay, like, bro, what are we doing? You're not supposed to do that. And then he does it again, and then you turn the ball over. Right. So Mac Jones is horrible. The Patriots have a quarterback problem. I hope they resolve it because right now Mac Jones is not it. But shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out to the defense. Shout out that boy Michael Parsons. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing as well. So it was good that we finally got a receiver to score a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb touchdown was the first receiving touchdown this season. So got to get it together though, man. That offense got to get it. You got to put those pieces together, man.
Yeah. One quick thing I want to shout out real quick. What really had pissed me off, bro, I was sitting on my couch. They were in the red zone, maybe like 4 yards away. They got the nerves. They called the timeout, came back, ran the play, and Tony Pollard and Dak was running the wrong way. They ran like the wrong way. That pissed me off so bad because I'm like, bro, what is going on? Y'all called the timeout, talked about the play, get out there to execute.
Out with that bullshit.
You know what? You know what I'm talking about, Trill?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a timeout before that, and they get out there, Tony Pollard running, Dak like, oh, here, take it. So that scares me, man. That scares me. But like my boy said, Mantel in the comments.
How long before y'all DC is that HC?
Man.
I mean, I feel like it's a reason why we're paying Dan Quinn under the table right now. Right. I would say this, if we don't have a long run in the playoffs, let's say if we don't make the playoffs or something like that, I think this will be the year that Jerry Jones makes Quinn the head coach. I mean, you got to look at what he's doing with this defense. These last 3 seasons, the Cowboys have 77 takeaways as a defense. That's credit to Dan Quinn. He needs to be a head coach. So hopefully McCarthy gets it together because his replacement is in the same office with him.
I don't trust y'all until y'all make the switch.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, but you trust Dan Campbell and Jared Goff and them over there, I bet, huh?
Hey, man. Hey. Campbell ain't gambling as much this year, man.
Until y'all make the switch.
He's taking his 3 points this year like he's supposed to, like a real good coach is supposed to.
Not even taking 3 points. They're just taking too many of them. That's the thing they're talking about. The red zone.
I did like the fake field goal.
I like that. I like that.
Like Gary for a decade. Yeah. Jerry just don't fire the ball willy nilly now.
Jerry loves mediocre. Jerry loves the mediocre coaches. He do. You know he do. You do. As long as he can kick it with you after the game and act like he keep you keeping him in the loop. Jerry gonna keep you around, man.
Here's my thing too, though. Like my boy Matt just said, like he's saying that he's safe, but I mean, do you really want to lose Dan Quinn? That's just for me. I don't want to. I really don't. Like, if it was up to me, and let's say we don't have a successful season, I'm not losing Dan Quinn because I feel like this is last year. Somebody's gonna give Dan Quinn the bag to be their head coach. Like, you can't just keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not losing Dan Quinn.
I think with Dan Quinn, go ahead.
Unless he gets paid the highest assistant coach pay ever. Other than that.
Yeah, I think Dan Quinn just like the young talent and young weapons he got out there, man. It's it probably just feels refreshing, fun, fun for him. But We'll see, man. Cherry Hill rocking with
Not all great DCs, man. Tell me about it. We had one. Whew. Couple of them.
Hey, don't forget that Atlanta Super Bowl.
Oh, never forget that. Yeah.
Never forget that.
This is crazy how different the other culture and teams are. We both won, but we taking away. We excited. We're happy. You guys are happy, but you're like, well, are you happy? Because you sound like
Right,
you sound like it's like a team who won by 35 points.
right, yeah.
All right, well, get down to our predictions, man. I got 6 games we're gonna talk about real quick. Trying to find the best of the best.
Chris Richard, yeah, what happened to him? Well, they hyped his ass up,
Hey,
boy.
Demo love Chris Richard, boy. I
Boy, they
swear.
hyped his ass up, man.
All right, first we want to talk about, man, the 2-2 Jaguars and the 3-1 Bills, man. I'm gonna go with the Bills because they're on fire right now. I think Lucho said something last week about them Jaguars, man. They look a little shaky, man. I don't know if it's the rust or what, but they look a little shaky. No wrong with the Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Bills also. Josh Allen's been my guy for a while. I'm still rocking with them. They look great. They shut that Dolphin stuff down. All that 70 points, not over here. Not over here. So I'm going with my Bills, man. Going with the Bills.
Go Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo. They got a lot of momentum right now. I feel like they're gonna keep rolling. Give me the Bills.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I want to go with the Jags, but they just don't look right. They just something is off with what they got going on right now. They don't look like the same team that made a playoff run last year. So I'm going for that reason. I'm going with the Bills at home.
Yeah, and watching that Jazz game this past week, because it was the London game. I don't know because the London jet lag or what it was, but it looked flat. And Calvin really caught the first touchdown.
Oh wait, are they playing in London?
No, they just played in London.
Oh, okay.
Calvin really got the ball the first touchdown, didn't see him again to the fourth quarter. Man. So, but then the flip side to what Mateo just said, with Javis White being out, we don't know how that secondary look without that, that captain back there. Could change a lot of perspective on how the passing game goes.
Hey, wait, don't forget, I think Von Miller's coming back this week too.
Mm.
Hey, man. Put some respect on Von.
I'm not saying I'm disrespectful. I'd love to have him. Calais Campbell's still doing this. Calais Campbell's still doing this thing. All right, 4-0 Eagles at the 2-2 Rams.
Trap game.
Is the Eagles the undefeated team nobody really talking about, or it just like it's the Eagles, they're gonna do what they do to the playoffs?
The trap game, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The Eagles, they don't look the same to me. They don't look the same. Now, and I'm not gonna say okay. The secondary was never that good to me, and they still not that good this year. But Jalen Hurts, and it's still early. He hasn't made mistakes. It's just the firepower of the scoring isn't there yet. And it could switch. But for right now, I think this might be a trap game. I'm going to go with the Rams on this one.
Yeah, give me the Rams with the upset as well. The Eagles, like Lucho said, they just don't look the same. I don't like the performance they had against the Commanders. I like what the Rams actually kind of, surprising, some people. I think Matthew Stafford, I think he'll lead them to a win. Give me the Rams in the upset. And plus, we need to keep up with them boys in the division. So, give me the Rams.
Surprisingly, I feel like I'm taking the Rams in the upset too. I saw some good things out of Stafford last week. I like what they're doing.
And that wide receiver too, Paco.
Yeah, Paco Nuka, whatever his name is. He looked pretty good, and I just feel like the Eagles are just right for an L, man. They've been winning, but they haven't looked real dominant in any of those wins.
Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford can have his way with the secondary.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the the Rams offense as of late. They finally got a running back, Carrion Williams. We had over 100 yards rushing. So I don't know if they actually saw the bomb of 25 yards. 25 carries, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns. We kind of like make you go, okay. So the offense, it is Stafford. Stafford still can throw the ball.
Yeah,
Uh, you know, I'm still
Let's
gonna go.
not forget about that bad man, Aaron Donald. Man. He can
Yeah,
cause
yeah.
problems still.
But I like the young bad man even more. On the other side, I like the Eagles defense a little bit more than I like the Rams offense. So I'm rolling with the Eagles. I guess I'll be
That's
the
fair.
oddball. Roll with that.
you the lone wolf.
Yep. Interesting game right here. The 2-2 Texans, the 500 Texans versus the 500 Falcons. Man, the bottom of the young guns, man, the young squads. I don't know, man. This is we can see the Falcons offense look great, and then we can see them look bad the
Right.
next week.
I'm I'm riding with CJ, man. CJ, like I told y'all a week ago, I'm on the CJ bandwagon. I'm riding with him. And you know what? The difference between him and Desmond Ritter is that Desmond Ritter's making those turnovers, man.
Mm.
Desmond Ritter, the team don't like him. He walked over with the high five on his homeboys. The boy got up and said, "Don't touch me."
That was a bad look. It was a very bad
so,
look.
so it's only in week 4, man. Week 5, you're already losing the team. I'm going with Texas, man. They rallying behind CJ. And for my Michigan and Ohio State, do y'all not see the connections between Nico Collins and CJ
We,
Stroud?
we
I
talked
don't
about it.
think
We talked about it earlier.
The Michigan kid and the Ohio State kid. I love it. I'm
Hey
riding
man,
with
once you
CJ.
once you graduate and move on, all that goes out the window.
I
Okay,
can't
Yeah,
tell. I
yeah.
cannot
it
tell.
goes out the window.
I cannot tell.
I mean, he's professional now. I mean, we'll let them handle it in the locker room. They have. I'm pretty sure they got some big bets coming on for this fall. But
I
go ahead,
mean,
Mark.
some rivalries never die, man. I mean, go ask Poole and what's the name about
Draymond.
and Draymond about that.
I don't think that's just an old head hitting a young cat.
But no, in this game, man, I think CJ Stroud goes to Magic City. He has a little bit too much fun. Gets some lemon pepper wings. And I think the Atlanta Falcons take this game because they're at home. Desmond Ritter, he really needs this game. Like I said, he's on the verge of losing that locker room. He's gonna have to come out here inspired and on point. And I think that he needs this game to do just that. And if Atlanta is gonna do what I think they're gonna do, which is win the NFC South, they need this game. And so I'm picking Atlanta to win it.
Yeah, you win big money with the Michigans. This next 2 months you'll be all right anymore. But I kind of stay away from the end of the fall games for Michigan football when the big schools come around. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans, man. I shout out to, like you said last week, Mucho and D'Amico Ryans, man. They got them looking better. I
Shout
mean,
out to Miko.
Hey man, he don't work his way up from a 3-4 wide out to a number one.
The most stupid,
for
bro.
real. Uh, I'm rolling with the Texans, man.
Give me CJ, man. I know you was finna go to the next segment, but let me get CJ, man. I'm gonna ride with the Texans on that.
Yeah.
I just think he's playing well. I feel like he is gonna come down to quarterback play, and I'll take CJ over Desmond.
Yeah. Also, CJ hasn't thrown that interception yet, man. He's on the road.
He got that record, but it all comes to an end this week.
Next up, we got 3-1 Ravens at the 2-2 Steelers, man. I could be first one to say I thought the Steelers were dead in the water the first 2 weeks. I thought somebody loses. John Tomlin, they look crazy. It's still not great, but 2-2, can't deny it. They're okay. Ravens, I still don't know what to think about the Ravens. Like we talked about last week, they still kind of run that same offense, and the offense coordinator was supposed to come in and change the whole mindset of Ravens football. But they got a big dub. They won 27-3. Can't deny that. I'm gonna go with the Steelers, man. I'm taking the Steelers to take the upset.
Is Kenny out, ain't he?
No, he said he gonna play.
Are you gonna play?
From what I seen, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'll be corrected.
Mm.
I'm around with Pittsburgh, man. The only reason why I feel like this defense is built to kind of stop Lamar Jackson. Not only do they have J.J. Watt on the edge, they got another guy named Highsmith. I think a lot of people don't know about him because who's watching Pittsburgh football? Highsmith is a dog. He's a dog off the edge. So I think this might be a low-scoring game, but I picked Pittsburgh to win the division, so I'm going around with Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Baltimore. I feel like Lamar Jackson is gonna have that game he needs to have in order for him to get over the hump. I expect a signature game from Lamar Jackson. I could see him throwing well over 250 yards, maybe 3 touchdown passes. I think Lamar Jackson is gonna have a little coming out party. It's kind of been, kind of reserved a little bit. The offense really hasn't been, moving the ball like they're accustomed to doing. I think we see it this week against the Pittsburgh Steelers in that defense.
Where's Odell?
He's still hurt. That was my spill. I haven't seen Jack nothing from Odell. Where is he at? Can somebody please go find him? Please bring him to the game. Put his shoulder pads on. Let's get him involved. With that being said, like I said, this new OC was supposed to come in and revamp the offense. This offense looks the same, if not worse. And going into a hostile environment, Pittsburgh Steelers laying terrible towel, everybody going crazy. I'm choosing the upset. Give me Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh wins this in a low-scoring affair. You got Watt out there going crazy, like you said. You got Highsmith on the other side. They got interior D tackles. They got Micah back there on the deep end. It's time for Steelers to to go ahead, tie some things up in this division and make it look interesting.
Yeah, and another thing that we all know the Raven defense, or we all know the Ravens have been known for defense. That Raven defense is not rocking like the previous years that we've seen the Ravens, man. I don't know.
It ain't the signature Raven.
It ain't that signature, man.
Definitely not. But like I said, I think they'll bounce back this week. I feel like, they're due for it. I feel like they're due for a good offensive performance.
I think they do, but not due against the Steelers. These two teams know each other inside and out. It's a blood fight when they go play each other. It's gonna be close, but I'm riding with the Steelers on this one.
And I think we all agreed before the season when we heard Odell signing with the Ravens. Like, we was like, okay, a lot of money for a player who's not going to be there. And I don't think none of us was like, that's a game changer. But it is what it is when you know what you're getting with them. And the Ravens thought they should have known what they was getting out of this guy. 2 games already, only 5 catches for 66 yards in 2 games for your highest paid receiver.
Right.
Tough. Right. This should be pretty quickly. 0-4 Panthers at the 3-1 Lions.
Let's go, Bryce.
Wow. Trap game number 2?
Trap game. Trap.
Detroit better win this game, man. They better win this game. I'm going to go Detroit. You cannot lose this game. You cannot lose it.
Definitely going to be side-eyeing.
Yeah. This is
before the game starts.
Y'all going to be that team that y'all expect to be. This is a game y'all better win. Y'all better win it by a lot. Give me Detroit, man.
Yeah, I'm only going with the Panthers because I'm a Bryce Young fan also, and I just think he's due for a dub, man. He's due for a dub, man. What better team than Detroit? Yeah, let's go.
Hey, man. I'm going Detroit all the way. I don't even know what the spread is, but I'm pretty sure Vegas got us at least by a touchdown. Vegas Lions all the way.
You talking about?
and we owe them one from last year. They messed up our they messed up our playoff chances. So we owe them. We owe them, and we gonna tear them a new one. So Lions all the way, baby.
I mean, I'm going with the Lions. The Panthers play hard. I mean, they're not getting blew out. They just young and that quarterback, man. Like you said, Nucho say, just stay hating, stay hating.
Nah, I like
You
Detroit.
tell him, Mel. You tell him.
I like Detroit, man.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? The spread, yeah, 5.5. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a runaway game. Like I said, the Panthers play hard and they haven't get blew out. I just think the inexperience of a young quarterback steps in, and you know that's their downfall. I mean, they lost to the Falcons, the Saints, the Seahawks, and Vikings. I mean, yeah, but yeah, I got the Lions. And last but not least, the game of the week: 3-1 Cowboys at the 49ers. Jeez.
Man. Yeah.
I knock it out. I knock it out first. I'm gonna go ahead and say by the 49ers being completely healthy, you got Shanahan got all the guys he wants out there running around, running his trick plays. Christian McCaffrey is looking like
amazing
running back.
I think he's leading the league in rushing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and he scored a touch. He broke Jerry Rice's record of most consecutive touchdown scored as a 49er.
A lot of MVP whispers.
Yeah. The offense is made for him. You know, you're not asking what's the quarterback name? Purdy to do a lot. You don't have to with that running game. They have pretty good defense. I think for me, the Cowboys' red zone woes is going to creep up on them in this game. And that if you can get over that hump, you can beat these guys. I just think that the red zone is going to be the key. I will take the 49ers by 4.
All I know is I've seen Dak go on record and say that he's been pissed losing to the 49ers. So I need to see a pissed off Dak Prescott go out there and do his thing, not turn the ball over. It's going to be a dog fight, but, you know, me and Nucho talked about this game. It's a regular season game at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? What's going to matter is going to be them playoffs when they come. Give me Dallas in the close one. It's going to be low scoring. Both defenses will dominate. I think you'll probably see both quarterbacks struggle a little bit, honestly. But I think Dak could come away, make the plays that he needs to make in order for us to win. So give me Dallas in the close one.
Man. I don't know, man. Maybe if y'all would have had Diggs, I probably would have went the other way with this. But seeing as they got so many weapons out there and y'all got to pay so much attention to McCaffrey, this smells of a Debo show. Like, everybody going to come in locking eyes on Christian McCaffrey, and I think Debo is going to be the one who's going to kill y'all. So, because everybody's looking at, 49ers, they lead the league in rushing, blah, 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 all of that. But I think it's going to be Debo to have some explosive plays because he ain't really been called upon to do too much just yet. So I'm picking the 49ers. I think they got too many weapons slightly, and they got y'all kryptonite. Like, they can run the ball. So y'all going to have to try to shore that up. And I think that's going to lead to some openings for their receivers to go to work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared of Debo and Kittle. I feel like them two boys alone could rip us apart if we don't, do what we supposed to do on the defensive side of the ball. My boy Nucho said it best, man. Michael Parsons, this is the game you need to step up in.
Right.
The games you dominated in been against mediocre quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Brock is top tier, nothing like that, but the 49ers is a top dog. If you want to be the dog, you got to be the top dog. Michael Parsons, you say you align, we need you to go out there and do your thing, man.
Right.
For real. You need to signature game.
And not to mention, Brandon Ayuk is the leading receiver on that team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think that's where Debo get real sneaky
Yeah.
and pop out on you.
Right. So I'm gonna be 100, man. I'm gonna keep it quick, simple. My Cowboys team in these last 4 weeks, I have not seen enough out of them to make me think that we're better than the 49ers right now, or that we could beat the 49ers. I'll just honestly, from the run game's not the same. Tony Pollard hasn't made a big. He's had a couple of flashes here and there. He hasn't been over 100 yet. And we just lost a running back. So I believe that we're going in here with Tony P and Shorty Doo-Wop. What's my boy name?
Deuce.
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 I like
We're going into this defense with Tony Pollard and Deuce. So our receivers caught their first touchdown last week.
Now, hold on, Lucho. I gotta stop you.
Come on, talk to me.
Stop you.
Talk to me, man.
So yeah, we got Tony Pollard. We got little Deuce. Don't forget about that fullback now.
Oh yeah, we got the fullback.
He can run that ball. He can get dirty with it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got Hunter, man.
And we need to use him in the red zone.
We do.
We need to use his ass in the red zone.
With the man, I'm taking the 49ers, man. I'm picking the 49ers this game. And that's only because I just haven't seen enough to feel confident enough to say we're going to go into San Fran and kick their ass. We still got red zone problems. We ain't running the ball good.
You still ain't seen Brandon Cooks go deep.
Brandon Cooks went deep.
Still waiting on that.
The defense looks good, but I mean, we played trash teams. And then against the team that runs, the Cardinals, we was trash. We was trash. The 49ers going to do the same thing. I just don't confidently feel like I've seen enough out of the Cowboys to say that they could beat the 49ers. So I'm gonna go with the 49ers, man, unless we just flip that switch. But if my money was on it right now for what I've seen in these past 4 weeks, I'm about to go with the 49ers.
Well, can I answer that question real quick, Cowboys, man? Why CeeDee Lamb can't catch and isn't the top 10 receiver by now?
He can't catch.
Who said that?
I was reading the question the fan had.
CeeDee Lamb can't catch.
First of all, there ain't no damn fan. That's a troll.
That's a troll, man. That's a damn troll.
I'm just talking to
I'll tell you what's holding CeeDee Lamb back. Prescott. Prescott.
So he's a top 10 receiver in your eyes?
Definitely top 10.
I feel like CD has had a decent year so far, though.
Oh, CD's had a great year. He had 11.
Is that more of a troll than anything?
He had 11, 143, week 2. Week 1 was good.
He scored a touchdown this past week, so I mean,
popped out a little bit.
He's had a good season. I need Tony Pollard to pop out now. With all saying that, Tony Pollard is still 5th in the league in rushing yards.
I want to say, yeah, he's
still 5th in the league, but we haven't seen that Tony Pollard game like last year. We haven't seen it yet.
And one thing that's factoring into that just real quick is we haven't had our whole set of offensive linemen. Like everybody's been in and out on that offensive line.
Right.
I believe that's kind of contributing to the lack of those explosive plays from Tony Pollard right now. But we get everybody healthy on that offensive line, man. You're gonna see that Tony Pollard we saw last year.
And I love the confidence in the Cowboys to where they like we just gonna go in with Deuce and Tony P, baby. We gonna get this done with Deuce. And like, damn.
Pretty sure they'll bring in somebody.
Bro, come on, man.
Did you bring back Ronald Jones, Lucho?
Somebody, anybody. Malik Davis, activate, do something.
Malik Davis, yeah.
Do something.
Or get Turpin back there some
maybe Turpin gonna get some.
But I did have a question about that Tony Pollard thing, and I think we talked about this during the offseason of how different the backfield would look with Zeke going having that power straight up the middle guy, expecting that, and then having Pollard do the outside kind of zone run kind of thing. You think that's the reason why, like you say, he's 5th in the league in rushing? There's a lot of rushes involved, but it's not those pop plays we saw last year. Because you got to make sure that Zeke first will wear you down. You got Pollard who will outrun you. as opposed to now Powder's coming in from the get go, getting
Right.
that run that Zeke used to have. Do you think that's the difference?
I think so.
Big difference. Yeah.
What do the Colts want for Jonathan Taylor? What do y'all want for Jonathan Taylor? Can we give y'all a third or fourth? What do y'all want for him, man?
Third or fourth? They'll probably ask for first.
Fooling.
A first
That's gonna cost at least a number one.
for Jonathan?
Yeah.
They don't even want him.
Yeah, but that's their asking price, and it's the Cowboys, and nobody wants to see y'all win, so it's not going to be a good negotiation.
I think he's worth a second, maybe a couple of seconds, but not no goddamn first.
Yeah, because if he was that dude, you will pay him. If he was that dude,
or you have him sit, just you keep him until you get the right negotiation. Just, but all right, fellas, that'll do it for our show tonight, man. Appreciate everybody for popping in. The new faces, Mateo.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out Matt, man.
Kyrie, who jumps in every once in a while. Shout out to Kyrie Morris, D Morris.
Kyrie, we miss you, dog.
Oh yes, sir. Man. D Morris as usual. Mel, Alicia, Kiana, my sister Brittany. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Y'all throw some names out there. But I think, I usually appreciate it. Oh, it's Zoe, Beans popping up.
Shout out Moan.
Yeah, Moan, Beans, the troll.
Ralph, trolling.
Yeah. Shout out to all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. So we'll be back next week with the results, more topics. And again, man, our Facebook page is popping. I'm putting new things on there. Put a clip show every week on there. Y'all got any suggestions, topics, man, hit us up. And we can try to talk to it to the best of our abilities with the NBA. Getting ready to pop off. We didn't get a chance to talk about the troll. That is Emo, what's his name? Emo Jimmy Buckets, man.
Right.
At this point, it's just fun for him to do every year, man. It's just, NBA about to pop off soon, so man, hey,
we got a month.
Yeah, so we here every week again. So catch us at the same time next week, man. Anything I gotta say before we jump off?
Just shout out everybody for pulling up, man. Rocking with us. Definitely showing love again. Shout out my boy Matt, man. I think he'll be around for the show. Regular checking us in and out. But yeah, shout out, and of course, shout out y'all boys, man. Shout out my boy Marv. I had to beat that ass in Madden last night. Definitely want to shout that out. So you know what I'm saying. Shout out y'all, man.
And before we go, man, I've got to say we are still sponsored by W. So
hey W,
get you some W, get you some energy stuff, energy drink, get your energy on.
W on
Yeah, copy, right over his face right here. Yeah, the W, the cherry. Yeah. But other than that, man, appreciate everybody for jumping out, man, popping out, share with your friends, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hold on, somebody said something. Oh, he laughed. All right, we out.
All right, y'all. Appreciate the love.